Step 5. Placing or screeding your sand.
Now we're ready for step 5. We're going to bring in the sand, and this is what's really going to hold our interlocking pavers in place.
That's right. This coarse sand here will be used to actually lock the pavers together. The very coarse grains of washed sand will actually migrate into the system, which we'll show you later.
And remember those PVC pipes? Well, we're using two 10-foot pieces.
Yeah, and those are going to help us screed a uniform 1.5 inches of sand on top of our quarry process base. We're going to take a 2x4 and straddle it from one pipe to the other pipe.
Guys, you'll notice I have my safety glasses on because when I dump the sand, it may get a little dusty. So you always want to wear those safety glasses.
Okay, now we want to pull the 2x4 screed across the top of the pipes.
And screeding really is just a technical term for leveling off the sand, for those of you who may or may not know. Okay. The PVC pipe will ensure a uniform depth of 1 to 1.5 inches of sand. It's an important step to ensure the Cambridge Pavingstones patio will remain maintenance-free.
Now that we removed our PVC pipe, we're ready to fill in the holes. And this is a crucial point where you don't want to let the dogs and cats or kids run across this because we're ready for our pavers.
Step 6. Laying the pavers.
Okay, we're back at our sample area, and we want to take a look at which pattern we want to use in the patio area. We have a couple different patterns here to select from. First, we have the running bond pattern, and then we have our herringbone pattern.
Bob, I really like that design.
That's a great choice. I like that pattern also. Let's get started.
Okay.
Now, Cheryl's cutting the band with her snips, and there is a proper way to remove the paving stones. What you don't want to do is take them away one at a time across the top, but you do want to do it straight down vertically one at a time, because what that does is it'll ensure the proper color dispersion for the paving stones.
Before we get started laying our pavers, we want to snap a chalk line 2 feet off the edge restraint that we put in earlier. Snapping that line will allow us to keep a nice straight line in our running bond pattern. So first we're going to want to put in our border course. Placing in the border course in a small section. Then we'll start laying in our running bond pattern. You're going to want to have stacks of pavers close to your laying face, so when you're laying the pavers, 1 6x6, 1 6x9, 2 6x6s, and 2 6x9s to establish a random running bond pattern. Now we've laid up to the yellow chalk line, and it gives us the ability to go ahead and check the straight running bond throughout the whole project. You guys make a great team.
Yeah, and you know, it's real easy with the click and drop method. All you do is click and drop.
They fit so well together.
Nice straight lines. Looks great. Before we go to our next step, we're going to want to mark our paving stones for our free-form patio. You can simply take a straight edge, like the trowel, and hold it up on top of the paving stone to a line on both sides of the border course. Simply take your chalk or your soapstone and pull the line across, and we'll be able to go over to our masonry cutting saw to cut this paving stone.
Patios and driveways of interlocking paving stones are better than asphalt or concrete, but you must insist on Cambridge paving stones with the ArmorTech surface. In a short time, pavers without ArmorTech look like this, as small stones within are revealed on the surface. With ArmorTech only from Cambridge, pavers look like new forever.
Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech, they'll always look like new.
Step 7. Cutting. Time now for step number 7, cutting of the paving stones. Now we'll need to cut the paving stones for our free-form patio in order to fill in our border course. Now the way we do this is by marking the paving stones with chalk or soapstone, as we've already done here. Bobby, let's spark this baby up. This power-driven masonry saw can be rented from your Cambridge distributor. And as you can see, you must wear your safety glasses, and I do recommend a dust mask as well. Well, here it is. Last paving stone all cut, ready to go.
And Scott, all your cuts fit so perfectly.
Well, you know, when you use that masonry saw, it enables you to get a real accurate cut, and it's so simple to use. Step 8, compacting the pavers.
Now we're on step 8, compacting. The reason we do this is so that the sand can migrate to the top, initiating our interlocking process. As we said before, the initial compaction of the paving stones causes the interlock of the pavers. This is where the term interlocking comes from. You want to be sure that the compacting starts from the outside edge, working in a circular motion towards the center of the patio. Be sure not to put any sand on top of the paving stones in the first pass of the compacting. Now our second pass with the compactor requires sand on top of the paving stones.
Yeah, and all you have to do is spread the sand over the entire patio surface.
You want to be sure to get a uniform layer of sand over the entire patio surface. The second pass with the compactor will drive the sand down into the joints to further increase the interlocking process. Make sure the joints are full of sand to the bottom of the chamfer.
Step 9, final sweeping and compaction. Now, once the final compacting is complete, what you want to do is spread the sand over the entire surface area of the patio until all the joints are filled. And I'll tell you what, Cheryl, when this is complete with a little landscaping, it's going to be a beautiful social setting.
I can't wait.
Patios and driveways of interlocking paving stones are better than asphalt or concrete, but you must insist on Cambridge paving stones with the ArmorTech surface. In a short time, pavers without ArmorTech look like this, as small stones within are revealed on the surface. With ArmorTech only from Cambridge, pavers look like new forever.
Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech, they'll always look like new.
Well, I have to tell you, when the people at Cambridge Paving Stones came to us and told us about the interlocking paving system, I wasn't really sure what we'd be in for, but after going through the step-by-step process and seeing the results, you know, I really have to admit that the Cambridge interlocking paving stones with the ArmorTech surface sure is a project that yields tremendous results.
You're right, Scott. I am so impressed. Bob, your company really has this down to a science, and I can't believe how easy it was to install this project.
Regardless of space in your backyard, you can put a patio in any size project, anywhere. And thanks.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today, and we're real glad that you at home could be a part of this special do-it-yourself project. And for Cheryl Mathis and Bob Bridges, I'm Scott Stanford, and thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next installment of The Home Designer. Until then, bye-bye, everybody. Little poke.